right, there you have it. Holy shit. That last clip, how many strikes on the ground was that ref going to let happen?
Yeah, I don't know what ref was thinking that fight, man. It should have been a couple of shots and calling it quits after that. But he gave him a lot of chances, and I didn't give him any.
All right. So before we even get into it, I want to tell you how excited I am. You can probably see in my face. This guy he's asked for a little bit to get in. I'm going to share one message just to give you some insight into Sage Phillipe. Is it Phillipe or Phillipe?
Yeah, it's Phillipe.
Phillipe.
Yeah.
Sage Phillipe.
July 5th at 10 o'clock at night. So this was like 3 days after our Cage Titans 54. Mike, you got the most guys in my division in your promotion. Let's go. Tell the guys to stop running. Put it in a contract. I won't wrestle. I'll put their lights out instead. I don't care who. Let's make it happen.
Let's go.
That's what I want to see in fighters.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're finally got you in the cage.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
I'm excited. Sage, you're new to Cage Titans. What, besides those little clips that Joe put together, give me your soapbox spiel why Sage Phillipe is going to be the most exciting. Phillipe, I'm sorry. Most exciting guys to step in the Cage Titans cage on October 29th.
Yeah, first and foremost, definitely want to appreciate the opportunity, and I very much appreciate you reading that quote. And I'm smiling ear to ear here because I've been dying to fight for this promotion. I've been dying to showcase my skills, and Marty is the perfect opponent for that. And I'm actually a fan of him. You know, I was thinking like, what am I going to say about Marty coming up here? But I actually like the guy, you know. But you know, that being said, you know, first round, you know, decapitation, you know, point blank period. You know, that's what I'm in there to do, you know, and that's what Marty's in there to do. So this is a fight for the fans. This is a fighter's fight. I'm super excited. You know, he's not a crotch sniffer or a crotch kisser. He's not spending hours and hours in the gym, you know, holding legs and kissing thighs. He's in there to fight, you know, and I'm in there to fight. So I'm going to give Marty what he wants. I'm going to give the fans what they want.
Man, my heart's beating out of its chest right now in anticipation. You know, to segue off that, yeah, I see underground MMA. You're training with the likes of Ali Zabian. I heard you're also training partners with Pat Casey. You got a bunch of beasts around you. How is it to fight with train with those group of guys?
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, I've been training with Ali basically when I first started MMA. So we've been a long time training partner. You know, Pat Casey as well, and the guys at Grizzlies Wrestling and in Team Link too. I've been training with these guys forever. So getting beat up by Pat in the gym and all these different guys, you know, kind of helped build me to the athlete that I'm at today, basically as a fighter. So it's definitely helped without question.
Yeah. So Andy, what do you got, man? Your first introduction to Sage.
I think I just found out about this fight whatsoever. And listen, this is for an introductory interview at Cage Titans' first fight of the promotion. This kid's already got me fired up. I'm kind of coming in blind. I haven't done my homework yet. Obviously, I've called pretty much most of Marty's fight career. I'm a fan of his as well. I'm a fan of anybody that steps into that cage. But, man, all I got right now is just after seeing that highlight video, how excited I am to see this slugfest come out. We just interviewed two other fighters that are fighting each other, and it's kind of been a similar message across the board. You're our fourth and final interview tonight of high expectations of carnage and violence, but extreme amounts of mutual respect across the board for everybody's opponent. It's like, it's kind of just been the theme of the night. You seem like you don't have a negative thing to say except for the carnage you're trying to bring. And that's all I really got right now off the top of my head is just how excited I am to see this fight. First fight being this high up on the card, first time at this promotion, against a hometown favorite in Marty Navis. How do those variables play into your preparation outside of just the physical prep that you're doing?
Yeah, that's why I start with the introduction as far as me wanting to fight for this promotion, because, without question, it's definitely one of the largest, if not the, in the Northeast, and it's based off of the fan base. I remember my first time being there, and I had to wait an hour to go to the restroom. So, the people and the fans there, it's like no other. The environment's like no other. And I feed off of that, booing me, cheering for me. It doesn't matter. I was at my last fight in Combat FC, and I was getting booed when I walked in. When I was fighting, the boos turn into cheers, because I bring violence. I bring action. I'm not there to stall. I'm not there to play around. I'm there to take your head off, and kudos to, my last opponent, you mentioned Moody. extremely talented, black belt jiu-jitsu fighter, big welterweight too, but that guy was surviving that fight. Anybody with two eyes and knows fighting, and knows what they're looking at. I mean, that guy was just surviving the entire fight. And he got the nod, but as fighters, as warriors, when we step in that cage, we know what's going on in there, as far as exchanges and who's getting the best of who and who's running and who's actually chasing. So, that being said, like I just mentioned about the fan base, I can't wait for it. I'm that's why I'm smiling ear to ear here, because this is the stage to do this.
I gotta say, Sage, you're 100%. You know what? As you talk about it, like I'm getting excited if I wasn't already. But like I'm just thinking. Somebody said, if you were behind me in the bathroom line after watching your highlight video, I'm like, sir, you can go before me. I don't think after your fight on October 29th, you will ever wait in a line for Cage Titans. And with that being said, what's great about our fan base, and obviously I'm partial, but they might boo you walking in, but they're fight fans. Joe the Party Penafiel is a perfect example. This guy got booed out of the place, and now he was one. He's from Florida, but now he's like a hometown guy. People ask about him all the time. There's so many fighters who have come in from out of state, and you're not from out of state, but like the western side of the state. We're fight fans, and I think that you're the type of fighter Cage Titans looks for, because you just bring it, and that's what these guys in Plymouth Memorial Hall appreciate. So thank you.
Absolutely, no, definitely. I mean, you just nailed it right in the head. Obviously, being the promoter, but that's you get your fan base. You know how to feed the beast, right? And this is why we're booking this fight. When I got the phone call, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was like, take the fight. Take the fight. I was super excited about it, and I want to, give a thank you as well to even Marty for taking the fight too as well, because it is a reality. A lot of guys are they're running away. They're not trying to take any challenges, and the fact that Marty and his team is taking that step forward is amazing. Obviously, it's a big test for myself too, but you got two fighters. You got two people that want to go in that cage and want to put a show on and want to take each other's heads off. And I know that for sure. I've been, like I said, I'm actually a fan of Marty, and I love his fighting style, and it's a matchup guaranteed for success. So I can't wait.
No crotch sniffing in this one. You're 100%.
Yeah, no crotch sniffing. No crotch sniffing. No tree hugging either. No tree hugging either.
I like the tree hugging. I never heard that, actually.
Yeah,
Does that mean when you stand in the clinch and you just hold each other?
Yeah, you just hold. They're just hugging trees. They go in the gym, and instead of sparring, they're grabbing each other's legs and just holding on tight.
All right.
Tree hugging.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to use that line. I gotta steal that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope they start using that term even in the commentators. It's a real thing as fighters,
Done. Tree hugging them. I'm gonna throw it out there.
There you go. Take points off too. He's getting deducted points for this round.
Hey, now you're gonna have to footnote Sage every time you use tree hugger. He brought it to the masses. He is the initiator of the tree hugging.
Appreciate it.
Well, I'll give credit where credit's due.
Andy, I know we told him we weren't going to take a ton of time. I see you still at the gym. Any last messages? You said you're not really into the trash talking, you're just excited for this fight, which is amazing, because a lot of times in this day and age, people feel like they got to be the Conor McGregors and just talk shit. You can get excited for a fight, just be without shit talking, which it seems like you have respect for your opponent. But any last message for your opponent, or before you guys meet in the cage?
Yeah. Let me say this: if there was shit to talk, I would be talking it. It's point blank. Period. Let's stop right there. My last opponents, I told them to their face what they were going to do, and even in the cage, I was like, I don't want to use any swear words, but I called them a cat, the opposite of the cat. So but Marty, this is a different situation with Marty. That's why I'm excited to fight for this promotion. And go against an athlete like Marty that's going in there to fight. That's what we're signing up to do. Nobody's paying, VIP seats to come watch us hug and kiss. They got the internet for that. So yeah, I'm excited, and Marty, you better watch yourself, buddy. Because I'm coming for you. I'm not in there to play around and like I just said, first round decapitation. That's what I'm looking for to do. I'm not in there to do anything else, Marty. I can promise you that. All right. And
Nice.
and we'll see. Like I said, first person who shoots is a rotten egg. Point blank. Period.
And it's
So-
the Halloween card. Before you go, we've been asking everybody all night. Once that cage door closes and you're walking out after the fight, what's the go-to Halloween candy?
Listen, I got awkward taste, when it comes to the Halloween treats. I love me some candy corn. I really do, and I'm like one of the few people that actually like it. When I was a kid, everybody was like, "I don't want any corn," and I would walk out with bags of this stuff because nobody wanted it. So
I love candy corn, so I got two things for you.
yeah.
This might be weird, but how do you eat candy corn? I eat it by color.
Yeah.
I bite the white off, then
Yeah.
I bite it by each color. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know what you said. I used to do that when I first started eating candy corn. I did that. I know what you're saying, but
yeah, all right. You got your.
Yeah, no, by the time I got older, I was picking out, man. I'm talking. I would have like thousands of these things. Just.
What about the pumpkins? Do you like the pumpkins?
Yeah. I mean, the pumpkins are all right. Pumpkins are all right.
The candy can pumpkins. So, all right. Yeah. My last thing before you go, Zach Cyril. He's the resident troll. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Me and Zach are very familiar with each other.
So he wanted to see you on Cage Titans for so long, but because I want him to have to answer for this, I didn't correct you, but he wanted to point out when you said you called Sonata Moody a cat, but the opposite of that. He wanted to tell you that the opposite of a cat is a dog. We all knew what you meant, and that's why I didn't correct you.
Yeah,
but Zach wanted to correct you and say the opposite of a cat is a dog.
That sounds like Zach. That's a typical conversation I have with Zach every time we talk.
That's the typical conversation everybody has with Zach. Or none. It doesn't matter. That's
well, anyways, thank you for coming on tonight. I cannot wait to see you on October 29th. We'll be in touch. We'll see you soon.
Let's do it. Let's do it.